right, let's get started. Hello everyone on Instagram, hello everyone on Fireside, and hello everyone on Odyssey, though I'm not sure if the Odyssey stream is working. Let me just give it a check. Doesn't seem to be working, at least I don't see any video there. We have to chat up, but that won't work very well either, but okay. Amata, very welcome to you on Instagram. I'm doing good. I hope you too. We're starting with a new show here called Love Your Love Muscle, which I found a very nice title. It's all about our heart. So those on Instagram who are thinking what has happened to our heart-brain coherence meditations every week. Well, they have been stopped, and now we're going a little bit deeper. We're going to do a show on Fireside and on Instagram simultaneously, and hopefully we can get enough people over to Fireside because it's more interactive there. Love Your Love Muscle. We're going to focus on our heart with that. Let me just close Odyssey here because that's not working. So anyway, Love Your Love Muscle. Let me introduce myself first. Seb is my name. I am the founder of the Transformational Meditation Group, a group that focuses on using meditation and self-regulating techniques to change people's lives, to change your own life, to transform your life. Therefore, we call it transformational meditation. Specific techniques to transform your life and the life of others. A big part of that is our heart, using our heart. And this show, Love Your Love Muscle, is all about our heart. So what we're thinking about is doing shows every Monday, like we did with the heart-brain coherence sessions. Focus is on Fireside, and hopefully we get more people over there soon, because there we can have easier access to people that can join the discussion, and people that are serious, people that are professionals. And unfortunately on Instagram I try to get some people over to do an interview, for example, but then they back off, or they aren't the people who I thought they'd be. They are pretending to be someone else. So Fireside is much more serious and a much more secure and safe place to have decent conversations about meditation, life in general, our heart. And I want to invite people to come on the show and talk about what they pour their heart in, what is their heart busy with, what is important for them. And it can be anything. It doesn't have to be spiritual, religious, or meditation related in general. It can be that you have heart for a cause like your art project you want to promote, some other things you are doing for your community, for example. So, hey Marwan, good to see you on Fireside. So people that feel I need to tell people something, I need to talk about something, this is something I put my heart into. And therefore also the first episode of this series is called At Heart, because that's important. This is one of my things, what I put my heart into, is to teach people how to reconnect their brain to their heart. And by doing that, get a fuller life, enjoy more of life, and also feel more of the flow of life, because people are very separated from life itself. Especially in the West, separated from nature, separated from the flow of the universe, as I would call it. And by adding heart to your life, as I have experienced, by adding heart to things, by putting your heart into things, you are able to transform your life. You are able to experience more. you're able to get more out of life as well. It doesn't become so mundane and like a everyday cycle. There comes more joy with it as well in adding heart to things. So I want to start by teaching people what I always teach with everything I start with new is teaching people how to do heart brain coherence. And heart brain coherence is the technique to connect your heart to your brain again and let those two interact with each other. So that's something I find very, very important. Lina, good to have you on Fireside as well. We're just getting started with a new show where we are talking about connecting our brain to our heart first and foremost. And I hope that people on Fireside will jump in with questions in the chat or speak up, and I can get them on the show and let them talk about what they put their heart in, what is important for them, what is their heart course. And this doesn't have to be meditation related, doesn't have to be spirituality related. It can be an art project, it can be something you do for your community, it can be a certain situation you feel very much for. We can even let it go so far that we're going to do some intention sessions. So if there are people that are, for example, not doing very well, that are sick, or know people that need some extra help, some need extra care, we can go that far to do intention sessions as well for them. But that will come later. All right. Like I said, let us get started with heart-brain coherence, which means connecting the brain rhythm, or the heart rhythm, with our brain rhythm. Actually, we are connecting the heart back to our whole nervous system, as I will explain as we go along. So, we're going to do slight variations on that technique as we have different themes, but the main technique, the heart-brain coherence, will always be there every session. Even if we're going to talk about something completely different, if we have a guest that wants to talk about something completely different, we are still going to do this heart-brain coherence. So I want you to just notice how you feel right now. And if you want to type that in the chat, or if you want to talk about that, how are you feeling right now? Feel free. I know people that on Fireside, those that can use the chat have got access to that. Or just put a thumbs up if you are ready to go. Okay. So just notice how you feel right now. I can tell how I feel right now. Always when I start even an online session or offline session, I'm always a little bit in a search mode. What kind of energy am I in? I'm kind of not very settled. And when I do heart-brain coherence at the start of each session, or at the start of my offline sessions as well, things settle down. And this is an experience I have every time. So you will notice, if you put a little bit of attention on me, that I am different after such a meditation than I am before that. Les is typing. Let me see. Les is feeling relaxed. That's good. Okay, maybe you feel more relaxed afterwards. Great. Find a comfortable position. For this technique, you can even do it while you walk after a while. But we need to concentrate right now for those that are new. So find a good position. Feel that you have support. And start by taking a nice deep inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth, and then close your eyes, loosen your shoulders, loosen your jaw. Take another nice deep inhale through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. Just feel that you let the day go and that you're settling down. And on a nice deep inhale through your nose. And exhale through your mouth. Settle down, relax your muscles. Very good. Now, put your attention on your breath. Breathe normally and notice where in your body you feel your breath the most. So breathe normally. Just notice where in your body you feel your breath the most. Put your attention on that spot where you feel your breath the most. Are you feeling your breath the most in your nostrils? Or the back of your throat? Or maybe you feel your breath the most in your chest or your tummy? So for a moment, just notice where you feel your breath the most and put your awareness, put your attention on that point, that focus point. And notice how you are breathing through that point. Notice the air flowing in and out through that point. And as always with a meditation, you might notice that your mind is wandering off, that your thoughts are all over the place all of a sudden. And that's okay. Just without any judgment, get back to your breath and you will notice those thoughts disappearing. And then when you're focusing back on your breath, after a little while, another thought comes up that is trying to pull you away, pull you out of your concentration. And then you do the same exercise again. Get back to your breath. Very good. Now make a mental note of how it feels breathing through that point. Because now I want you to move that focus point into your heart space. And you can help by putting your hand on your chest right there where your heart is. So put your hand on your chest, right there where your heart is. And focus on your heart. Focus on your heart. Become more aware of your heart and imagine breathing through your heart. Just imagine breathing through your heart. Nice, calm, slow, deep breaths. Breathing through your heart. Breathe through your heart. Just continue doing that. Just continue breathing through your heart, just like you did To that previous focus point, you now focus on your heart and breathe through your heart. And by doing this, you have a special focus on your heart. And scientists notice that when you focus on your heart like that, and when you breathe through your heart like that your heart rhythm variation becomes very coherent. That it goes up and down in a specific, very balanced way. And as we balance our heart rhythm in this way, we also balance our nervous system, because our nervous system is connected to our heart. And there is a superhighway going from our heart to our brain. Actually, our heart gives 5 times more information to our brain than our brain to our heart. And knowing that means that our heart gives a lot of information to our brain. And it gives a lot of information about the exterior world as well. It is truly like our sixth sense, our heart. It's here we work with our intuition. And why is this way? Because our heart is an electric muscle. It's electric. It creates an electromagnetic field around us that scientists can measure several feet away from us. And as we breathe through our heart like we do now, nice and calm, nice and slow, and with intent and attention, this field gets stronger, gets bigger, and also the information in this field, the frequencies that we can measure in that field, are coherent, they are in balance, they are strong. And this electromagnetic field gets influenced by other electromagnetic fields from other people, from the nature around us, even from the sun, the cosmos. We are constantly receiving electromagnetic radiation, and our heart's electromagnetic field gets influenced by that, and our heart picks that up. And that's also information that's going to our brain and being processed there. And as you noticed, I said that this electromagnetic field gets influenced by electromagnetic fields from other people and animals and nature in general. That means that we can sense feelings and emotions other people have, animals have, and the other way around as well. Actually, our state of being, and continue breathing through your heart, our state of being reflects itself in the electromagnetic field of our heart. So when we feel stressed, anxious, nervous, our body physiology notices that, changes, but also the electromagnetic field of our heart changes. If you are sometimes in a park sitting on a bench watching people go by, you can sometimes sense people's strong emotions. If somebody is angry, very negative, or sad, for example, we sometimes can feel that when somebody like that walks by. That's our heart sensing, picking up on those signals. And we mimic those sadness, those feelings as well, because we feel a little sad when someone that is very sad walks by. So by training our heart, by meditating on our heart, by breathing through our heart like we do now, you will notice after a while that your intuition gets stronger. that you pick up on people that lie, for example, that aren't being honest. You will get more in flow with life itself. You will often notice that you get kind of conversations between your heart and your brain. You feel something, and your mind is all of a sudden telling you, yes, it's true. You get some strong signals now and then. I can explain about that in a future episode. What also happens is that our immune system gets a boost just by breathing through our heart, calming down, entering a state of being where we feel peace and where we feel safe. And as we breathe through our heart like this, we can set an intention for other people, for situations around us as well, by changing our state of being. And we change our state of being by changing our thoughts, our feelings. So right now we can, for example, think about something you are grateful for. Gratitude is a fantastic emotion we can create. It's very, very universal. And there's always something to be grateful for. So think about something you are grateful for today. It could be the weather, could be your family, could be a friend, could be a colleague, could be a pet, could be this show. I'm grateful for seeing you all here on Instagram and on Fireside. So as you breathe through your heart, create that feeling of gratitude inside of you. And if you're grateful for a person, just see that person in front of you, see that person doing something enjoyable. Just imagine, visualize that person in front of you, or that pet, for example. Or maybe you were grateful for a certain situation in your life, a time in your life where you felt grateful. Just visualize that time again. And not only visualize, but also try to be there. Feel the feelings you had there and kind of relive that moment inside of you, as if it is happening right now. And this is the important part. You really have to go for it. Really go for it. Really create an inner experience that is so real, almost like you're there, you're back there, you're there with that person you are grateful for, you're there with your pet, the pet you are so grateful for. You are there in that moment in your life where you felt so much gratitude. And you know you're doing it well if you notice that you all of a sudden have a smile on your face. Maybe you feel a warmth going through your body. Keep breathing through your heart as you create that inner experience of gratitude. Fill your whole body. Let every cell in your body vibrate with that feeling of gratitude. Very good. And also here in those moments of silence, you might notice you're being distracted by other thoughts coming in. And that's the practice that you are being drawn away by other thoughts. Just get back to your practice again without any judgment. Don't beat yourself about it. Just go back to your practice, back to your heart, back to creating that inner experience of gratitude. Okay. On your next out breath, I want you to lower your shoulders and relax into that feeling, into that situation. So often we experience that if we create an inner experience inside of us, that we are going to be a little bit more tense because we're trying so hard. Just relax into that moment now. Lower your shoulders. Relax. Keep breathing through your heart. You're doing so good. You're doing so good. And can you imagine that once we get on with the show and we get more people that maybe ask us to set an intention for someone or something, that we do the same technique, that we create an inner experience that the person we set the intention for or the situation we set the intention for, that we create an inner experience inside of us as if that person is healthy and well in every way, or that that situation has resolved itself in the best manner possible. That's the intention setting. And right now, by creating a feeling of gratitude inside ourselves with the help of an inner experience, we're actually setting an inner intention, an intention for ourselves. An intention to feel gratitude, an intention to heal ourselves, an intention to connect with our feelings and emotions in a different way. Okay. Now let's get back. Let's get back to the present moment, letting go of that visualization you have been doing. And it's easiest to notice the room you are in. Just sense the room you are in. If you have your eyes closed, just sense the room you are in. Get a feeling for the room you are in. Notice any sounds in the room. Breathe normally again, just like you normally do. And on your next out breath, slowly move your body back and forth and from side to side. And wiggle with your fingers and toes. And when you are ready, open your eyes. Welcome back. Welcome back. Okay, good work. And notice how you feel right now. You can type it in the chat. You can ask to talk about your experience for those on Fireside, if you want to do that. How did it go for you? Or just do a thumb up or a thumbs up. Thumb, this is like Norwegian speaking. Thumbs up, thumbs down if it didn't work. Thumbs up from Rajat. Good, thank you. Great. Glad that worked out. Let me see if some people were chatting. Les is sending some hearts. That must be positive. So that practice, which I find so important that I just wish every kid in school would do this every morning as the school starts. Every elderly person in a home somewhere, in a care home, for example, would do this every morning. Everyone working, starting their day at work, doing this. I do this myself every morning before I start my day. I want to add heart to my day. The experience with that is astonishing for me. It helps me through my day. Not that I couldn't go through my day without adding heart, but I notice it is of great benefit. I set my alarm 5 minutes earlier. Often I wake up before that, so I can just take my alarm off. And I sit up in bed and I breathe through my heart. Sometimes I don't care about sitting straight up in bed. I'm quite awake. Then I just lay on my back and I put my knees up and I put my hand on my heart and I breathe through my heart. I like that focus on my heart by just putting my hand there in the morning. I breathe through my heart straight away. I don't do all the breathing like we did in the start. Just put it straight on my heart, breathe through my heart, and I become the person, I get the state of being I want to be in that day. And by doing that, and by also thinking about the day ahead of me, like what kind of things I have to do today for work, for other things, what I have to take care of today, and I do that with heart, I add heart to it. So I create an inner experience of a successful day, to say it that way, with some things going better than other things, but some things I want to focus on, like a presentation or a meeting I have, then I add heart to that in that way and create a feeling inside of me that that presentation, that meeting has gone well, or that it is a successful meeting. And that helps so much that after a while, you will notice that actually you are in heart-brain coherence throughout the day if you're doing that for a couple of months. And all of a sudden you notice you're practicing ahead of time everything, getting already into the mood, getting into that state of being you want to be in for that particular situation. And even you will notice things happening in your favor just by thinking about it. My favorite way of thinking is, oh, it would be nice to. And then I'm not kind of asking, oh, I wish, but I'm just saying, would be nice. I'm kind of leaving all options open. That helps for me. Your mileage may vary. You have maybe other experiences, which I really want to hear about, how you add heart to your life. And like I said, you don't have to add heart to your life by doing what I do every morning, even if I recommend it if you want to do that practice. But if you add heart to your work, heart to a specific project you do, tell me about it and we get you on the show and we talk about. It's a good way to promote yourself, promote your project, promote what you're doing, and talk about our experiences and learn from each other. And maybe you want us to set an intention. We have a good group here. A lot of people on Fireside, a little less people on Instagram. So don't be shy. Jump on board and get things started. I will also, I think this week, make a web page where you can make suggestions, ask questions, and, for example, nominate people for an intention session if you want that, or invite yourself to the show. Stuart on Instagram says manifesting. Yeah, this heart brain coherence, for me and for other people that I give courses and workshops to, heart brain coherence is the opening gate, the port into the world of manifesting as well, creating feelings and emotions inside of you. Again, our heart is a big player in that, because if you have done the course Shift with me, or Transformational Meditation, or You Are More Than a Human Being, and also in my new course called Transformation the Hawaiian Way, I always talk about how our heart and electromagnetic field of our heart actually influences the building blocks of our reality. Uh, Too much to talk about and too deep to go into in these kinds of shows. So really take a look at the website tmg.community, which is my website, where you then will find those courses and workshops. Inspiration for You Club on Instagram says, thank you, I'm so much grateful. I always feel warm and so much love during your sessions. You're amazing, thank you. Well, you're amazing too, Inspiration for You Club. I know your work very well, or not very well, because actually I want to ask you, if you want to come on the show one day, you are more than welcome, and talk about your what you have a heart for, because I know you have a heart for inspiration, for joy, for love, love for life as well. So I hope to get you on board one day and have you talk about what you do, your work. So thank you so much for joining my sessions, everybody. Yeah, so that's a bit what we're going to do with this show. So before it was heart brain coherence only. Now we want to add more heart to that show. Therefore, we call it a different name, Love Your Love Muscle. Inspiration says, everything I do with love, so I add heart to everything, absolutely. And you actually just inspired me for a new inspiring challenge. Thank you. All right. Well, let me know what that challenge is. Talking about challenge, if you want to learn, go deeper into heart brain coherence, I have a 7-day meditation challenge on the website as well, tmg.community. That's free because well, like I say, things you should be learning at school should be free. So 7-day meditation challenge, which teaches you heart brain coherence, as well as setting up a daily meditation practice. So go to the website tmg.community. Actually, I think I still have the link in my paste in. Yep. So if you see the fortune cookie on Fireside, then you will see there the link to my 7-day meditation challenge, which teaches you this technique. And I hope people get acquainted with it, enjoy doing this, because it's a very simple, very effective technique, which is not related to any deep meditation. It's more self-regulation. And if you do that, if you get caught up in it, if you like it, do that. I hope to see you back every week for our Love Your Love Muscle session, and practice a group session with us, and also do intention sessions with heart brain coherence. So that would be awesome. All right, enough talk. Prophet Sam Music asks to listen to their song. It's used locally here during breathwork sessions. All right. Well, give me the link. I'll listen to it. And if you want to come to Fireside, contact me, and you can talk about your work there as well on our Love Your Love Muscle show, because you truly have a love for music and a heart for music. So would love to have you on board there as well. And there are a lot of inspirational people on Fireside already, I noticed, so I will try to invite them too, and have a talk with them, so we get a more entertaining show. Great. I would say enough for today. Enough for this week for Love Your Love Muscle. I'll be back on Thursday on Fireside Only with Just Meditate, which is for those that are just beginning with meditation. So if you're new to meditation and you're watching this, definitely go to the Fireside show on Thursday at the same time, 10 p.m. Central European Time, for Just Meditate, where we do very easy meditation sessions. This Thursday, I'm going to do some breath work. We're talking about breath work with prophets here on Instagram. That will be a square breathing technique I will teach you on Thursday. So I hope to see you back then. And if not, I hope to see you back on Monday again for episode 2 of Love Your Love Muscle. Take good care, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Be safe and namaste. Take care.